Winning comedian and presenter Paul O'Grady pops in for a reminisce about his early years. Morning, Paul!
How are you? You okay?
Yeah, very well. How are you?
I was done about reminisce about my early years. I can't remember last week, let alone 30 years ago.
Well, neither can we, so it'll be a terrific interview, Paul. In fact, I think I'm having a bit of an out-of-body experience. I'm not feeling well today.
She's got a sore throat.
Oh, no.
Dr. O'Grady's here, Fern. Don't you worry, I'll look after you.
Thank you.
See you in a bit. Look at that.
That was what a great...
Where's
birthday
Mr.
cake.
O'Grady? Is he going to try it or not?
Oh, God, I promise.
Where are you, Paul?
I'm here. Are you sure you want me to eat this?
Yeah, come on.
I'll projectile vomit if I touch that.
Oh, will you?
Why?
How are you,
Why?
gorgeous? I couldn't eat that, Phil.
You sure?
How are you? Oh, Phil, how nice to see you.
You don't have to eat the whole thing. Look, taste.
It's a bit early for me to be...
Get out of here.
Cakes or
It's too early.
cakes or whatever. What's in it? Oh,
Ice cream.
It's sponge cake
I'm
and ice
starving
cream.
as well. Go on, I'll have a little bit.
But there it is. Just a bit of fun.
There's something hard in it. What's that?
Ice cream.
No, it's not.
Oh, he's lost a tooth.
It's like a tablet. What is it?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Oh, it's a Smarty.
Aspirin.
It's an aspirin. Actually, it's nice. I could eat that like late at night. I could eat that.
There you go.
But not this hour of the day.
Oh, you're so showbiz.
For details of the recipes that Phil's cooked today, have a look at our website, itv.com/thismorning.
And still to come today, from Birkenhead to BAFTAs, Paul O'Grady spills the beans on over 30 years in showbiz.
Do you know that Smarty thing? It's gone on the hole of me tooth. I'm going to the dentist after he's going to kick off on
You
me.
won't
I'm
need an
awful
implant
sorry.
now. The legendary entertainer is here right after the break.
Welcome back. In 1985, our next guest burst onto the showbiz scene in a shower of glitter and cigarette ash as the Birkenhead bombshell Lily Savage. Since then, there has been no stopping him.
I want half a bottle of whiskey and a ticket to Phantom. Do you hear me?
You better like hanky-panky, nothing like a good spanky.
I might look promiscuous, but believe you me, there's garnet underneath this mohair cardi. My mother was a lady wrestler. She was Hellcat Savage. Honestly, she was the Whittle's foremost champion wrestler. But when she had me, she had to retire and she became an OGrady demonstrator. Fast forward to the 70s, when matching vests and pants were all the rage. This isn't mine, actually. It's Barbara Cartley. Head dude, have them driving me mad. You can shut up, I know. Where'd them tassels, Joyce? What can you do at mothers like that, Denise? Pushy, overpowering mothers. I've seen it all now.
You've had a hard life.
I have,
It's
shocking.
sad.
Sorry about this. From your Uncle Paul, there you go.
Don't take out your hanger.
And here he is. You see, what a way to make a living.
I lost it that day badly, you know. So I don't lose it often. I'm not like you two, but when I do, because you two, when you roll, you know how infectious it is.
You just can't stop, can you?
You can't stop.
No.
I did it once in the theatre and laughed for 20 minutes.
In a
20
theatre.
minutes.
I was doing Prisoner at Cell Block H, the musical, and it was a matinee, and Maggie Kirkpatrick had a terrible hangover, and I went on and had this ridiculous monologue to say, and she gave us a very soft belch, and it set me off. I was on the floor, the eyelashes fell off, the audience were rocking, and then somebody shouted, "This fella's had a heart attack" at the back, and we all screamed even more. It was dreadful. I wake up in the night and have the horrors over that.
Did you really just have a heart attack?
He was laughing so much. She said, "This fella's had a heart attack here in the back." And I'm on the floor screaming.
Oh, my God.
I've seen so much of life. My gosh, you have. I know you're on volume 2. You're busy writing volume 2
I am,
now.
yeah,
Of your
yeah.
You're very clever. Autobiography, the first volume, it went up to 18.
I know.
And it beat everything last year. It was #1 for about, I don't know, weeks and weeks and weeks. The
It got
bestseller.
embarrassing in the end. You
It
know,
was very
yeah.
annoying for anyone else who happened to have a book out last year, and
just
whose
leave now,
paperback,
shall I?
and whose paperback who may happen to be out at the same time as this. Damn, it is very irksome.
Did you find it? I found it quite addictive once I got started. I couldn't stop. So, you know, I'd go in, I've got a parlour in my place, and I'd go in the parlour, as I call it, about midday, and I'd suddenly look up the clock, it was 2 in the morning.
Yes.
I think I haven't fed anything, the dogs, the cow.
But when you released it, though, you were worried about the reaction.
I was, very much so. Well, there's lots of sensitive things in it. You know, you're talking about the family and things, and especially my cousin John, because his mother, Auntie Chris, my Auntie Chris, I was crazy for her. She
Oh,
was such
she's
a fabulous
so
woman.
glamorous.
Did you base Lily Savage on her?
They weren't loosely. Not physically. I tell you where Lily came from. They came from mentally. You know,
Yes,
like,
yes.
because they all had these sharp mouths. She was real glamour puss, Chrissy. Used to call her Marlene Dietrich on the buses. And she used to stand under the stairs and lower her eyelids and suck her cheeks in. Go, no womb on top.
She looks like Greg Garson.
Oh, she was a fabulous-looking woman, yeah. And so I think growing up with all these women who were quite tough women, they were also very, very funny. That's where Lily came from.
Yes.
But they were certainly not like Lily, you know, with
So,
her
the
manners.
worry of bringing it out for the members of your family who were still around.
Yeah.
Did you speak to them about it beforehand?
No.
Did you warn them?
No. No, just get it out and get out of town quick.
And so, what was the reaction when it came
My
out?
sister loved it, and then my cousin John rang me. He was the one I was worried about, and he said, "Oh, it's just I can't get over it." And he reread it, and he loved it, you know. And it was about his mum, so that was the most important crit for me.
Yeah.
You know, my cousin.
Yeah, well, you'd always get people saying, "Oh, you shouldn't have written that."
Oh,
or, that's not quite as I
mean, my brother
remember it."
kicked off. I haven't seen him for 20 years, and let's hope it's another 20 years since I set eyes on him again.
Oh, dear.
You know, and he left home when I was 8, so I've nothing in common
How
with
many
him.
are there in the family, then?
3. There's my sister and my brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
And-
very close to my sister.
But you're a granddad as well now. Isn't that fantastic?
Cheers on you.
This naughty boy, as a teenager, who wasn't quite sure who he was and where he was going,
Exactly.
has this gorgeous little baby,
Oh, he's
Sharon,
sweet.
with
Yeah.
Diane, I think.
Yeah,
yes. And but you've managed to maintain being a very good dad
Yeah.
to her.
Well,
so much
yeah.
so that
In later years, I could.
Yeah.
Because in the early days, I had no money. You know, so you couldn't do anything. I was also extremely immature, you know, for a 17-year-old, because that's how old I was when she was born. And
weren't we all immature? at
exactly, you know, but I was particularly immature when I look back now at 17. You know, I
Well,
could look
another
after myself.
relationship, you actually ended up you got married as a favour.
That's right, yeah. Yeah, we worked behind the bar together, and she was having hassle off her parents. She said, "Oh, I've got to get married." I said, "I'll marry her." Next thing you know, at the Harrow Road Registry Office, there I am.
Well, it's interesting though. You sort of do that, and it's a lovely favour to do someone because the parents are hassling.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
not the best reasons to get married, but years and years later,
25 years later.
your accountant.
I had the happiest marriage in showbiz. We never saw each other, we never fought, and it lasted for 25 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so it was your accountant looking through what's this? You married?
Yeah, people saying, "And you better get divorced," you know, like.
And also that the wife who you've had this fantastic. We haven't seen her, but this great relationship
Teresa,
with,
yeah.
who did by rights have claim to half of your
Exactly.
fortune.
She could have come along and said, "That's my house, that's my dog." So
But she was kind enough to say, "Oh,
sweet,
yes."
sweet, lovely girl. Absolutely
you
lovely.
surround yourself with lovely people.
Yeah,
actually.
and she was great, you know. And I thought, no, she was a hard worker, Portuguese.